I get a lot of questions about how to properly contain dogs, make sure they stay in one's yard. And it's important to realize that escaping from a yard is one of the biggest reasons that dogs end up in animal control. And one of the most common ways that they get out of a yard is through a gate left accidentally open. So here you see there is a gate, privacy gate with a top latch and a bottom latch. But inside that gate is another gate, a sally port, that acts as a barrier with a carabiner on the latch to prevent a dog from bringing it up. Now, it's not a good idea to leave your dogs running loose in the backyard when no one's there to supervise them. So one way to keep them nice and secure is with a shaded kennel with a proper tarp, some bedding, raised dog house, water, toys. Can be a big issue with dogs if you have a neighboring dog. And if that goes on unchecked, one of the dogs can break through and then you have a real problem on your hand. A good solution to that is some plywood. It's cheap and easy to install and will act as a visual barrier. The dogs can't see one another. They are less likely to fence fight. And also it's a more substantial physical barrier, so it makes it much harder for a dog to break through. If, however, you have a very determined dog that hits it, you can run a hot wire about a nose high that will act as a deterrent. This one is currently deactivated because the dogs don't need it. And when you do install it, I recommend you do what I do and touch it to make sure that your dog isn't getting too large of a jolt. It should be just enough to deter them, but you don't want to send them screaming. Let me make different mounts that can go here. Like I said, this one's deactivated. It hasn't been needed for quite some time. And again, only recommended for very determined dogs, but doing this kind of setup can indeed save your dog's life. One little bonus thing you can add to your dog backyard area is a doggy pool. This has nothing to do with containment, but it's a very hot day today, and Tari likes to take a dip in the pool to cool off.